Everybody has ego. And we say, we work, we take action with our ego, so many lives. So from this life, how we practice egoless? How? Okay. The very lucky, the Buddha gave us the very good teaching. The very first method, take refuge. You take refuge into the object. That object has no ego. So day by day you will turn into egoless, like him or like her. The Buddha, he said no ego. You know, I know when I was young, my ego big like that. I don't like it at all. It made me so ugly. It bring me a lot of a huge suffering. So I made a commitment to myself, no more. Stop it. It's the right time to stop to live with the big ego like that. And then what I'm going to do? I'm going to start to clean my mind. Said I heard once the last one was dead in Rajariha and love jumping mountain together with. Today we keep going to investigate our mind. We keep going to investigate our mind. Yeah. So we all read. We stay in here. We sit in here. We have two paths working together. The very first part we can see, that's the visible part, is our physical body right here. We sit in here, we holding the microphone, we seeing the Buddha, we seeing our brother and sister right here with our faculty, the eyes, and we also hear the sounds with our nose, hear the sound with our ears, we can smell with our nose, we can feel everything with our body, with our sense. So that's the physical part. Okay, that's the first one of the part. And the second part, we working together with that part, the invisible part. That's it, our mind. Our mind is invisible. We can't see our mind, but they working very closely with all our faculty, with our visible part of body here. Okay. So right now we have two parts working together. Physical part and the mind. Form and formless. Physical body is form. The mind is formless. Yeah, okay, mind. And physical. Visible and invisible. Okay, now. We're going to go to another, a little bit longer time. Right now we have two parts working together, the body and the mind. Very short time this time. The body and the mind working together right now in this moment. Or we can extend a little bit longer like this year. Or we can extend a little bit longer like 10 years or 20 years, right? But if we extend the times a little bit longer and longer, let's say 100 years, 100 years, or let's say 50 years, another 50 years. At that time, our physical body already lost. We only have the mind. Okay, we only have the mind. The thing is, the mind is timeless. The mind is timeless. The mind go like this. Mind have timeless. They just go. They just flow. They just go. And some part, when all conditions meet together, we have physical body. And this physical body, they just work in sometimes. Maybe this life, this physical body just work around 70 years old or 80 years old or 90 years old, and then it's expired. It has to be gone. And then we have some period of time, only the mind work. And then all the conditions meet together, and then we reborn again. Next life. That's life. Next life, we have two parts work together, the mind and the body. And if next life, let's say we accumulating a lot of good merit this life, we giving, we help people, we bring a lot of good heart to the charity work. So all of our good merit from this life we accumulated, and then we graded into next life. And next life we have very, very good, very good value of next life. And next life, let's say we can live as long as 90 years old or 100 years old with a lot of good health from next life. But no one can live over than 100 years or 110 years or 120 years. Okay, so next life, let's say we can live maximum 100 years. And then that 100 years also need to be stopped, need to be expired, and then once again we lost the life. We lost this physical body again. And then, but the thing is, the mind is still there. They flow, still there. Okay. What we can learn from this? What we can learn from this? The mind is timeless. They grow as a line like this. Okay. And what's it in the mind? In the mind, they carrying a karmic force. A karmic force. That's it. A karmic energy. They go along with our mind. In this karmic force, in this karmic energy, they carrying our negative karma. They also carrying our positive karma. In other words, they carrying our good karma or they carrying our bad karma. And in these lines of the mind, they carrying all the good and all the bad we did in our past, we did in our present, with all the energy there they carrying with the mind. Okay, now this is the thing. When it carries that kind of energy into each life, so this is the thing. That life, we got a good life or a bad life, not because of anyone's, because of the energy, because of the karmic force we carry with us. If we carrying the bad karma energy, that life, our body life, our lifestyle will be a lot of suffer because of our bad karma. If that life we carry on a lot of good karma, okay, so in that life when we respond, that life, our physical body, our educational status, our society, our circumstances, our situation will be good, will bring us a lot of happiness because it's got support, it's got support by our good karma support for that life. So we will see why we all carrying our human body in this earth, in this world. Right now we have more than 8 billion people, but we all different. Why we all different? Because each people we carry different kinds of karma energy. So we carry all different kinds of karma energy, and different kind karma energy make decision how that person look like, how much, how beautiful or how ugly, how rich or how poor that person is, because that person got support from their karmic force. If their karmic force bring us carry good karma, they got a good life. If their karmic force carrying a lot of bad karma, they have a bad life. So good life or bad life, good human body or bad human body, it's not come from anywhere, it's not come from anyone, it's come from the karmic force. Drum in the back of his life or her life at that time. Okay, this is the thing the Buddha said. Even we was born in a rich family, or we was born in a poor family, we was born in a rich country, or we was born in a poor country, we was born in very high educational status, or we was born in a low educational status. Yeah, it look different. Our lifestyle, our value of life is different. But if you notice, you will see a rich person or a poor person, a high educated person or low educated person, they all carrying some mentally suffering inside. It's just different the object. It's just different the object make them suffer. But the thing is, they still suffer inside. They still suffer inside. Last week, our temple welcomed Mr. Premier Christmas outside, Mr. Premier outside, come and to visit our temple. Yes, that's a very, very good news. We all welcoming our special guests. We do our best to welcoming our special guest coming to visit us. And also, I have a chance to pray for him. You know, with the prayer, he came to the temple 1 hour late. 1 hour late. Everybody waiting for him. And when the moment he comes to the temple, he looks so worrying. Because in that early morning, he has very important press conference with all the politicians, all the manager of the country, of the nation. They have to deal with so many different kinds of problems. And they worry, they look after for our nation, for our country. They have to deal with so many different things. And they have ability, they have good karma, they have good merit to take that position, that high position, to look after that important area, important position. Yes, they have good karma, they have good ability. Everybody voted for him to keep that position. Yes, he carried a lot of good karma in his life. But also, he also experienced the suffering like all other people. He come to visit us with all his happiness, but also with his so worried, so stressful because of his press conference in early morning. Look at his suffering. Look at his worry. Look at his stress. And then after he come to visit us, our warm greeting, our well-being, our praying, our friendship given to him, and we with our love, with our compassion, we show it to him, and we like to share our love to him. We like to share our compassion to him. And you know, after just 1 hour, when he gets out of the temple, he looks so different. He's so happy, completely different with 1 hour before when he came to the temple. That's amazing. That's amazing. So, okay, what the Buddha said. The Buddha said, as long as we still stuck in the cycle of life and birth, dying and living and dying, as long as we still stuck in the cycle of samsara, we still have to experience all kinds of suffering. It's not different. Yes, we carry a lot of good karma. So this life, we was born in a rich country like this. This life, we was born in a beautiful body, physical body like this. Yes, we all carrying a lot of good karma. So this life, we have this beautiful lifestyle, this beautiful value of life. But if we notice, and then we have times to do meditation, we will see deep down into our mind, we still have so much of worrying, so much of suffering, so much of unsatisfaction, and so much of what we say. How much time? Discomfort. Yes, satisfaction. Not satisfaction. We have a lot of that, a lot of things still in our mind. Okay. So, why? Why it happened? Because, why? Because all sentient beings still stuck in the circle of samsara. They got controlled by three poisons: the riddhi, the anger, and the ignorance. The riddhi, the anger, and the ignorance. The riddhi, the anger, and the ignorance is back up our mind all the time. What we say most of the time, we say it for ourselves. What we do most of the time, we do it for the benefit of ourselves. What we take action most of the time, we take action for the benefit of our ego. Riddhi, anger, ignorance, if all the time go along with our mind. That's why, do you remember from the beginning of our classes, I urge you to practice Buddha mind, Buddha system, Bodhicitta all the time. Because the more we practice Bodhicitta, the deeper we practice Bodhicitta, with how we practice. Let me say it again. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. This life, my name is, this year I am 48 years old. On this year I am 40 years old. On this year I am 50 years old. On this year I am 43 years old. Put your name and your eyes in there, because that is your identity in this life. Put that into. Your name is your parent given to you. The eyes is the time so far you live in this earth, in this life. You put that into. Okay. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. I am this. My Dharma name is. My eyes this year is Buddha. My attempt fully enlightenment to benefit myself and benefit all sentient beings. You see, no ego there. No ego there. No riddhi there. No anger there. No ignorance there. The Bodhicitta carrying, what's the Bodhicitta carrying? Carrying egoless, carrying wisdom, carrying compassion. If we, with the Bodhicitta in our life, what we carrying? We carrying riddhi, we carrying anger, we carrying ignorance. So with Bodhicitta, we say it every day. We immerse into Bodhicitta mind as deep as we can. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. My name is. This year I am 40 years old. I am 45 years old. I am 43 years old. And I see something like that. Little gentleman, how old are you this year? How old are you this year? 10 years old, that little gentleman, 10 years old. So this year I am 10 years old. My attempt fully attain enlightenment to benefit myself and benefit all sentient beings. So you will see in that Bodhicitta, we didn't see anything, our ego there. We don't see any ignorance, we don't see any selfishness, we don't see any anger, we don't see any ignorance there. What we see in there, what we carry within that bodhisattva was we're carrying egolessness, we're carrying compassion, we're carrying wisdom. What we wish to bring happiness to ourselves, but not only for ourselves, but also for other sentient beings. So from now on, our mind not no more backed up by ignorance, greed, and anger anymore. Our mind will be backed up with bodhicitta, with wisdom, with compassion. And as long as our mind going and flowing with wisdom, compassion, okay, what we see next? The mind will show into our body. Our mentality is our reality. Our mind will be reflected out with our speech and our action. So from now on, our actions will go with compassion. Our speech will go with wisdom and compassion, with love and kindness. Our look, our see, our hear, our understanding, our action will go with our compassion and our wisdom. We'll go with our egolessness. You know, when I was young, three of us, I have another two younger sisters, and we very lucky we was born in a Buddhist family. And my mother, my father, they always try their best to be nice, to be kind in front of us. And you know, all family, they all have problems. And they always have disagreements with each other. They all have quarrel. They all have very unhappy moments. And my parents, they sign contract together. Whenever we say anything not nice, we're not going to say in front of our children. And what they doing, what they did, they waiting for all of us go to bed, and then after midnight, they disagree to each other. And or they wait, they take a day off. They send all of us go to school, they stay home, and they're not happy to each other. And as soon as we home, everything wrong. Then they sign contract to each other like that. But all of us know about it. Even they try their best, but all of us know they're not happy. All of us know they're not happy. Look, I am very fortunate. I was born in a rich family. I was born in a high educated family. I was born in a Buddhist family traditions. And so many of you here also have a similar situation with me. Look, the people around us, are they happy all the time? No. No. And we exactly like this, not only this life, but many our past life, we exactly like this, but we didn't learn the lesson from it. We keep going our life like this. That's why we say the circle of samsara. Unhappy, unhappy, and unhappy, and unhappy, unhappy, and unhappy. Keep going and keep going. That's why the Buddha, he made the vow to himself, go out of samsara. His wisdom, his compassion, his enlightenment, passing down from the Sakyamuni Buddha 2,500 years before from India into all over the world right now. And I myself and many sisters here, and my brother, my master, we all make a vows to ourselves. No more samsara. No more suffering. We have to break the cycle of samsara. As long as we still in samsara, as long as we still have to experience the mundane suffering. As soon as we go out of samsara, we go through of the cycle of ridley, of anger, of ignorance. So as soon as we go out from there, we got the ultimate happiness, that's the enlightenment. We no more controlled by our ego. No more controlled by our ego. Okay, now we're coming back. How to practice egoless? How? Everybody have ego, and we say we work, we take action with our ego. So many lives. So from this life, how we practice egoless? How? Okay. We very lucky. The Buddha gave us the very good teaching how to practice to attain egoless. The very first method, the very first point, the very first lesson is take refuge. You take refuge into the object. That object has no ego. So day by day you will turn into egoless, like him or like her. The Buddha, he has no ego. And Dharma is the path. Dharma is the path to show us, to guide us to the egoless status. So we take refuge into Dharma. Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Sangha is the ones who practicing the egoless path. The more you close to Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, the more you become egoless, because you close to them every day, every moment of our life. You know, I know when I was young, my ego big like that. I don't like it at all. It made me so ugly. It bring me a lot of a huge suffering. So I made a commitment to myself, no more. Stop it. It's the right time to stop to live with the big ego like that. And then what I'm going to do? I'm going to start to clean my mind. I'm going to start to clean out all of my mind. And then make sure the image, the lessons of the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, as big as he could in my mind. And then I use all my time to clean out my mind. No more movies, no more newspaper, no more social media, no more mundane life. What I put into my mind, I put Dharma only. I only put compassion, I only put the wisdom, I only put Dharma value into my mind. It's flushing out all of my rubbish from my mind out. It never happened overnight, never. I'm very happy to wait. Day by day, year by year, day by day, year by year. All the ugly stuff all the negative stuff flushing out of my mind, and then the wisdom, the compassion, bodhicitta coming and coming and coming and stay there as deep as it's good. And in order to practice egoless, what did I do? I always have the most beautiful corner in my place. I put respect into the Buddha there in that corner, in the physical place. And also, I put the photo of my teacher, my Dharma teacher in there, because when I look at my Dharma teacher, I remember Dharma. It makes me remember Dharma. So I made the photo of my Dharma teacher and put it there next to the Buddha. I pay respect the Buddha, I pay respect my Dharma teacher every day. The more we respect the enlightenment ones, the more we pay respect, the more our ego lost. The more we respect the other, the less importance of our ego will be lost. And I practice it. I do seriously practice it. I practice every day. And when the Buddha says, we use our faculty, our eyes, our ear, our nose, our speech, we try to control our faculty as much as we could. Our faculty every day, so many lives, is got controlled by our ego. From now on, we make a promise to ourselves. From now on, I try my best to control our faculty, our eyes, our ear, our nose, our speech, our body. Make sure all of our faculty always seeing, hearing, speaking, doing, taking action to benefit myself and benefit the other only. Not working with, not support by anger or ignorance or drifting, no more. And do you remember we have the 1 holy second? 1 holy second? It's very easy because we got the habits. What we say, what we do with our ego, so many lives already with our ego. So whatever we say now, whatever we do now, just take 1 second. Just wait a second. Make sure what we say, what we do is from our compassion, is coming from our bodhicitta. If that person says something not nice, if the situation something not nice, we also have 1 second for us to have the choice, not reaction, or we say something to bring them benefit, to fix the situation, but make sure our speech, our action come from our awareness, come from our wisdom, come from our compassion, not coming from our ego, not coming from our anger. We can choose, we can do it with only 1 second practice. If we too fast, if we react too fast, most of the time, we can say 99% we will falling down into our ego straight away, because our ego controls us. So many lives already, it turned into the habit. It's already turned into habits. Now we're going to break that habit we need some time, but not much, just 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Whenever we say, whatever we do, just pause 1 second, and then make sure all our action, all our speech motivated from our wisdom, our compassion, our calmness, and our bodhicitta. Our bodhicitta. That gentleman, he's very happy. He's very happy, he understands, and I'm very happy too. Okay, so this week we are going through with the mind, the quality of the mind, is timeless. Next week we're going to go more deep down with the quality timeless of the mind, and how the mind go with the timeless quality, and then we coming back. I think that's more than enough for us to coming back with the Heart Sutra, because we already have very thick foundation. So next week we coming back with the Heart Sutra. Okay, we like to invite everybody to do the dedication. Whatever merits I have accumulated through virtuous actions may become the cause of the enlightenment of all beings. May all beings be free from suffering, and may they achieve Buddhahood. Thank you. Thank you. Now, meditation moment just passed. Now we're coming back with our Dharma teaching. The reason why we both together spend some moments to say thanks. We do appreciation to our physical body and our mind, because our physical body is so impermanent. If we're not getting prepared for the impermanence coming from our physical body, so in that moment it will be very hard, because when our physical body broken, yeah, for sure it will break someday, because all physical body have to be affected by the cycle of impermanence. All human beings, all beings, we are in the cycle of birth, sickness, old age, and death. All beings in this cycle, we have no exception. So that moment will come, for sure. For sure. But to someone like us, we have so fortunate, because we have the beautiful chance to meet Buddha Dharma. And Buddha Dharma gave us the path, show us the preparation for the hard time coming. And when the hard time coming, we know what to do. Just imagine someone, they don't know how to do, what to do when that moment comes. Beside of they got hurt from their physical body, but also they're going to get hurt because with their emotional, with their emotion life. So, like this afternoon, the sister in the temple, we going to the Liverpool station, Liverpool hospital, to visit one of our Dharma friends. This year she 58 years old. Yeah, not too old, 58 years old. She comes to the temple almost every weekend. She's so dedicated. She's just so lovely person. She's just so lovely woman, ladies. She came to the temple almost every weekend. What's she doing? She used her health, her times to cook, to serve the community. Almost every Sunday. She's almost in the kitchen. She cook. And she serves people vegetarian milk every Sunday. Last few days, she had a little bit. And then she thought that she got flu. She took Panadol. And then somehow she got vomit. And her children, they didn't know what's happening. They think maybe she said, "No worry, for mom, no worry, I just got flu, I'm okay. So her children didn't do anything until she kept vomiting until midnight. And then her children called ambulance and took her to Liverpool hospital. She got stroke. The nerve, her brain's blood cell burst out. And she in the hospital right now. So after lunch, the sister here, our sister going to the hospital to visit her. And we in the retreat. Actually, we in the night meditation day retreat right now at the temple. Our retreat from last Monday, today is Sunday. So the retreat still on progress. So we still have Monday and Tuesday. So from today until the last day of the retreat, we're going to pray for her. We're going to dedicate our praying, our love and kindness, our compassion, dedicate for her wellness. That's why the Buddha says, all physical things is impermanent. All physical things impermanent. All mentally things impermanent. But we very fortunate. How we say fortunate? Because physical things is impermanent. We can't change. We can't do anything with it. But our mentally things is also impermanent. But we can do something for our mind. That's the good news. Like the glass, this glass it looks so nice right now, but somehow it's broken. We can't do anything with it. We can't. Now, likewise, my physical body, someday, somehow it's broken. I just can't do anything with this. But luckily, the Buddha said, our mentally, our mind, we always have options to choose. We can be very sad, very stressed, extremely stressful, extremely sadness, extremely horrible. When Yes, most of human beings in that stage. But besides that, we also have another option. We have another option. We can be calm. We can be gentle. We can be accept the truth. We can be learn from that broken, things. And before it's broken, we can do something meaningful life, meaningful for our life, for our mind, before it's go to that, before that time coming, before the impermanent time coming. We always can do something before impermanent time coming. Like the ladies, now she in ICU, but I believe her mind is very happy because most of the time she care for the other, she live for the other. She's so happy. When she work in the kitchen, you know, in the summertime, it's so hot, and she cook with the gas stove, so hot down there, but she's smiling, keep laughing all day long. She brought a lot of positive energy for all the kitchen stuff. So I believe right now her body might be not very well. She in ICU today, but I believe her mind is very happy because she got the habit of happiness all the time. All the time. So all our physical body might be broken someday, for sure. For sure. For sure. No one can avoid it, for sure. But very fortunately for us, we have mind, and we have Buddha Dharma teaching us how to train our mind, how to uplift our mind in a higher level, in a better scenario, a better situation, a better mental life. So we're just so fortunate. That's why I try my best every week. I'm not giving you too much details, too much information. I'm not giving you my focus, not giving you too much knowledge. My heart to you, my love to you is how I try my best to explain the truth of life, the presence of our body, the presence of our mind, the condition of everything, the impermanence of the life. So when we can put all of our mind, all of our energy into practice. Only practice can change our life. Knowledge can't do anything. Even you can read 3 baskets of sutra, you can read, you can chant hundreds of sutra in your life, but if we're not going to change our habits, we're not going to change our karmic way of think, nothing happens. We're going to become professor of Buddhist study. I don't like to be professor of Buddhist study. And I do not like you become a professor of Buddhist study too. I'd like you to become Buddhist practitioner. Practice. Keep our life, keep our time, put into practice. So when we understand the true meaning of the life. No one want to push us to practice. We stray away to practice. When we practice, like we spend time for our mind, like we do meditation every Sunday. Like every Sunday we do. Just few moments. Every Sunday we sit together like this, only 5 minutes meditation. When we go home, we have 10 minutes meditation, we have 20 minutes meditation, or we have even longer. Or even last week, all the Sangha in the temple, and we have few members of the temple, we all together practice 8 hours night long. From 7 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening, we do chanting, we do evening chanting, and then we start the very first sections of meditation from 8 o'clock in the evening. And then we keep to do meditation and walking meditation, sitting meditation, walking meditation. We contemplate to our mind. We do it all night long, from 8 o'clock till 7 o'clock of the day after. Many of you here, we practice together. So, if we have 5 minutes, or even we have 20 minutes, or we have 1 hour, or we have 8 hours long to do meditation, what is it for? What is it for? For we're going to get to benefit from calming our mind. What are they? The very first benefit from calming our minds from meditation is we're going to have the calmness, the stillness. Normally our minds, they fluctuate like this, like the wave, go up and go down, go up and go down. When we give our mind sometimes, our mind going to settle down. Our mind going to settle down. Our mind going to calm down. Our mind become very clear. Our mind become very pure. Our mind become very bright. You see, the word enlightenment. We will have two things in enlightenment. In light, the very first thing in light, we bright up. Every day our mind, the wave of the mind, the wave of our emotion, the wave of our judgment, it's go up and go down, go up and down. Our mind don't have the bright. Our mind is so, how can I say, so blur, so blur, so blur. So now we take time to keep our mind calm down. Our mind will become brighter, calmer, purer. And that's the very first benefit of practice, of mind training. You will see, I try my best to use meditation. I like to focus into the word mind training. I try my best not to use meditation because meditation, most of the time, we will have misunderstanding, like just sit there, enjoy, relax, meditate. That's not Buddhist meditation. That's not. The Buddha teaching us the calmness to do the mind training. What for? Very first benefit is, first of all, we need to calm our mind first. To calm our mind first. Like we driving a car. When we driving a car in high speed highway, we driving with 100 kilometers, or we driving with 120 kilometers per hour. If we need to stop, it's very hard to stop the vehicle suddenly. We go to slow it down. We put our pedal into the brake, and then we slow it down the vehicle. It takes us very long time, a while, almost 3 minutes, 5 minutes for our vehicle start to stop. We are on highway. It's very hard to stop the vehicle straight away. We need to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. If we do not like the accident. Our mind, similarly. Our mind thinking, emotions all the time with very high speed. So if we like our mind have the stillness, we have to set it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Until our mind has stillness, our mind have calm, our mind have pure, our mind have brightness, in light. And another word I love in the word enlightenment is light, not heavy. Every day we carry too much suffering. Every day we carry too much emotion. Every day we carry too much ego. Every day we carry too much desire. Our mind just so heavy. So when we going to calm our mind dropping down all the heavy from the ego, dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, and become so light. Enlightenment, enlight and light. Enlightenment, enlight means brighten up, and light, not heavy. Light, so light, feel so light, enlightenment. Okay, so that is the very first benefit of mind training. Calm our mind, stillness, enlight and light. Okay, that's the very first benefit. And the second benefit is very important. Second benefit is what the Buddha likes us to do. Second benefit of mind training is we going to see the thing with the real face of it. We going to see the glass with its realization, with its real condition. Oh, this is very beautiful glasses. The very first thing we have to say, this is very beautiful glasses. First thing. Second thing, it is physical things. The third thing, it might be broken anytime. Fourth thing, we have the right to use it. We do not have the right to own it. If it's still fine like this, we can use it. We can use it, but we just can't own it. Because if we own something, they never let it go. They never leave us. It's broken any moment. So, with our calmness, with our stillness, with the mind so clear, we will see the thing with its real condition. So when we see the thing with its real condition, we're not going to stuck with it. It can't give us any suffering because we understand, we know it. It just can't give us suffering. Something like today, in the morning, my eyes not very clear because maybe yesterday I used my eyes quite a lot, more than the other day. So when I wake up and I feel something headache and I feel my mind not very clear, I know what's happening. I don't feel stressed because I know, yesterday I used the eyes too much, so it leads to the effect. Today my eyes not very clear. So when we know the cause and the effects of everything, the very first benefits, we're not going to be too much worry, because we know it's going to happen. We got preparation. We're going to know it's going to know. Okay, so that's the two benefits of mind training. The first benefit is make our mind become calmer. The second benefit is we got the insight, we got the wisdoms, we got the bright to look at the real face of everything around us. And when we can see the reality of everything around us, they just can't bring us anything suffering, because we know. That's the purpose of Buddha Dharma. That's the destinations of Buddha teaching. All Buddha teaching, he just like to give us the wisdom. So we not put our life into suffering of the ignorance. We don't know. Now we know, so we get out of the ignorance. Most of suffering coming from ignorance. Most of suffering, I'm going to say it again, most of suffering coming from the ignorance, coming from the unknowing, coming from the incorrect knowledge, coming from the incorrect information. Now we have wisdom, now we have insight, now we have bright, now we have what we want to say. Now we have the right, the correct knowledge, the correct information. No one can teach us. No one can say something wrong to us. No one can do something wrong to us, because we already know. We got preparation for everything coming. So this week and next week, we're going to wrap up what we learned so far last 4 months, 5 months, and it's very important. I'm just so happy for all of you, because all together we have chance to learn, and more important, we have chance to practice, to put Buddha Dharma into our life. We will have the first mantra, Holy Second. Holy Second. We're not going to take any action too quick, no, slow it down. Wait a second before we do anything. And then we got the second mantra, what? Your mentality is your reality. So be careful what we put into our mind. Whatever we put into our mind, someday, somehow, sooner or later, it becomes truth. That is the second mantra. And the last mantra is last go, first come. Before we go into the night time, make sure we go into our sleep with our love and kindness, with our compassion, with our bodhicitta. Because last go, first come. The very first moment in the next morning we wake up, we'll wake up with compassion, with forgiveness, with love and kindness, and with bodhicitta. We love our life will be filled with all the good quality of the mind. We do not like our life will be filled with all negative quality of the mind. No, we don't. So make sure we go into the sleep with all the positive mind, like compassion, like love and kindness, like bodhicitta, like wisdom, like pride, like calmness, like forgiveness. Okay, like forgiveness. We go to the sleep with all bodhicitta mind, and then we wake up with bodhicitta mind. Last go, first come. So the three mantras so far we learned how happy we are. We can practice, and we can learn where we can practice it. Later, sooner or later, you will find how beautiful Dharma is. Sooner or later, for sure, you will see. You will feel how beautiful Buddha Dharma is. You will start to looking for so many books, Buddhist book, and you start to learn, you start to read, because you like to know more and more. Yeah, I just like to invite you, whatever you read, whatever you learn, sooner or later, please always keep reflection. Reflect with the egoless, with the compassion, with the love and kindness, with the wisdom. Don't go too far. Don't go down, don't go too far to the knowledge. Always coming back with the practice. Coming back with the practice. Coming back with the practice. After we read any chapter, we close the book. We're going to ask ourselves, what did we learn from this chapter? How we apply it into our mind. You will see I try my best to put everything so easy, so understandable for us to practice, because our mind, they just so lazy. They do not like anything complicated. Something they can understand, the more they understand, the easier for them to put into practice. That's how our mind works. If we don't understand, it's too complicated, we're going to put it away. We read it and then we forget. So make sure anything we learned, make sure it's understandable. Make sure it's easy to practice. make sure it's very easy for our mind to remember and to put into practice. I love to invite you to read more, to investigate more about Buddha Dharma, but I also like to invite you, don't go too far to the knowledge, coming back with the practice, Okay, so that's it for this week. And this every year we have Pháp Bảo magazine. So we are on the way to edit our Pháp Bảo magazine. We love to invite any of you in this class can put something like your thought about what you think about our class, how it benefits to your life, how it changed your life, how it changed your habits, because your words, your writing, your think, it benefits many more people in the future come to Buddha Dharma. So I like to invite all of you to write some of your reflections and then send it to the emails in the poster. And we have around maximum 3 days to finish it, to write an article, 3 days only, 3 days. Whatever merits I have accumulated through virtuous action may become the cause for the enlightenment of all beings. May all beings be free from suffering, and may they achieve Buddhahood. Thank you. I'd like to invite everybody to remember 3 things. 3 noble things to practice. The very first one is right conduct. Right conduct. Not only the Buddhist lay people or Buddhist monastery member, anyone who wishes to have a happy life, they should practice the right conduct. What is right conduct? Right conduct is the 5 things the Buddha gave us, guide us, we should do in our life to have the happy life. The 5 precepts. The 5 precepts, it looks so simple, but it's hard to practice 100%. If we can say we practice the 5 precepts from 60% to 70%, we can say we are good people. Most of people, they can't practice the 5 precepts. They just can't. They just can't. Okay, I'm going to go very quickly. What are they? The 5 precepts. The 5 precepts, you remember the other day we're talking about the boundary of our nation, the boundary of our country, how strong we protect our boundary, how careful we protect our boundary, is how safe all the people living in that nation, in that country. If we don't protect the boundary careful, if we can't protect our boundary very safely, the ones who are living in that country not safe. So many things can come in to protect the citizen, the people living in there. The right conduct, the 5 precepts, is like the boundary of the nation. If I'm saying this, you will imagine how fortunate we are when we can keep right conduct, you will see. Not many people, not many rich people in this world. Not many. We have so many poor people. Not many rich people living around us. And we look at the rich people and we look at the poor people. The rich people, they don't have property. They don't have land. They don't have property, they don't have land, they don't have boundary to protect. The poor people, the rich people, they have property, they have land, they have something for them to protect, the boundary for them to protect. Like someone, they have very good value, their life, very, very high value. Why we say that ones, they have very high value? Because they have boundary to protect. They keep the right conduct. They have their own mentally boundary. When they have situation, the similar situation happen to them. To this high value person, they not going to do that action. But with this one, they take this action. Something like the first precepts, taking life, no killing. No killing. So to someone very high value, to someone compassion, so much compassion in their heart, so much wisdom in their heart. In front of the situation, they need to take life, taking life of the other, or they need to hurt the other, or if they had to choose, they will choose do nothing instead of hurt the other or take life of the other. That's the difference. So just very first precept is taking life, and the second precept is tell the truth, not tell a lie. You will see it's so hard to practice this precept in our daily life, because in our daily life there's so many situations happening, and then it gives us a big challenge. Always tell the truth. To Buddha say, yes, there's some situation we just, because of protect ourselves, we just can't say the truth. Something like, if someone asking how much you have in your bank account, something like that. We just can't say it. We just can't tell the truth, right? Because it does protect our privacy. Okay, and that will go to protect our privacy. And more than that, protect our safety. We just can't tell the truth. In that case, the Buddha gave us the advice. In that case, we say nothing. We say nothing. Or we say something in neutral, but we're not going to tell a lie. And there's so many situations we can choose between tell a truth or tell a lie. So with a high value person, they always keep in their mind, I'm going to say nothing, or I'm going to say the truth only. Then nothing like make me tell a lie, because tell a lie, it put my value down. So I'm not going to take that action. I'm not going to take that action in any situation. Never. Because something like, if I do something wrong, and our loved one coming and asking, why you doing that, darling? Why you doing that? It's not good at all. And straight away I found out, yes, somehow I did that. I'm so sorry I did that. I'm so sorry. Instead of I say this, say that, to try to avoid what I did, I will, yes, it's painful, it's hurtful to accept the truth, I did wrong, but we're going to do it. Because we're not going to put our value down because we're telling a lie. When we're telling a lie, we lost the respect, we lost the belief from our loved one. It's even heavier, it's even more painful than we tell a truth. So if we're going to, because of our ignorance, because we didn't know that, because we don't have enough life in the past, so we did that mistake. Yeah, right now, just say, oh, I'm so sorry, darling. I'm so sorry, mother. I'm so sorry, father. I did that. Because of this, because that's, I'm so sorry. I hurt you. I'm not going to do it again. So, something like that, not many people can do it. No. You will see everybody that try to say this, they try to say that to protect themselves. So they, okay. So the second precept is tell the truth. The third precept is sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct. So many family relationships broken because of this conduct. They didn't keep the right, the correct, the right conduct. In the third precept, no sexual misconduct. And then, what is the fourth one? No killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no lying, and no alcohol, no stealing, not taking anything people not give us. It's happened all the time. It's happened all the times. It's not like we're taking some physical thing of the other. Something like our friends or our sister or our family or our loved one did that. And they did the right thing. They got the right result. Everybody praised, put a lot of credit for that action. And then we are not the one who did that. We're just a small part into that success. But when someone comes and says something nice, oh, how good you are, oh, how nice you are, oh, how smart you are, we just say nothing and we take it. That is stealing. That is stealing. In that case, the nice person, the high value person, they're going to say, oh yeah, that's so beautiful. Sister Joyce do it, Sister Cindy do it, Sister Annie do it, Mr. This do this, Mr. B do this, that little boy do this. I'm just doing this, something like that. We tell the truth, we accept the labor, the credit of the other. That's a no stealing. It's happened all the time. It's happened all the time. In order to practice the no stealing precept, it requires us a lot of brave, a lot of strong mind, a lot of brave, to do it. So we will see the right conduct, the very first thing, right conduct It looks simple, but it's very hard to do it 24 hours in 7 days. It's very hard. It's very, very hard. It requires a lot of time to do the mind training, so we can do it truthfully. So let me say again the 5 precepts: no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no lying, and no intoxicant. No taking anything intoxicant into our body. Okay, let me say in another words. The very first one, no killing, is always bringing benefit to ourselves and the other. If we can't do it, at least no hurt the other and no taking life of the other. This is the very first one. Always thinking how to benefit ourselves and benefit the other. If we can't do it, at least we not hurt the other, we not taking life of the other. This is the very first one. The second one, no killing, no stealing. Always respect the ownership of the other. If we can't do it, at least we're not going to take anything not given to you. No stealing. The third one is no sexual misconduct. Always respect the relationship of the other. Always respect the relationship of the other. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt ourselves and don't hurt the other. No taking any sexual misconduct. And no lying. No lying. Our value will depend on how much truthful, how much honestly, how much authenticity we are. So don't put our value down due to we tell a lie. So that's the fourth precept. And the last one, the fifth one, don't take any intoxicant. Okay, that's easy, but something is hard. But yeah, so the very first thing, the very first noble things on the way we practice is right conduct. It's right conduct. Right conduct. And we're moving into the second noble things is mind training. Mind training. If we're going to learn in any Buddhist book, they put the names in right concentration, or right focus, or samadhi. Okay? In here, I'm not going to use these words. I'm going to use mind training. Mind training. Okay. Why? Okay. Something like we got cold and flu, we can take Panadol, or we can take paracetamol, or we can take different kinds of medicine, but they do the same work, they do the same jobs. They kill the treatment for our cold and flu. So when they say right concentration or right focus or samadhi, they do the same work of the mind training. If we're going to do mind training, it requires us to have right concentration, right focus, or the technical term for right concentration and right focus is samadhi. Okay, so forget about it. We just remember the term mind training. Mind training. Why mind training is very, very important. That's noble. Why? Because whenever we have some time to do meditation, we look at our thoughts, we will see. We have so many thoughts come up and come down every second. Every second. Our thought, where they come from? They coming from our ego. The thought coming from our judgment. Our thought coming from our grief. Our thought coming from our anger. Our thought coming from ignorance, incorrect information. All kinds of thoughts go up and go down, go up and go down because of our ego. So when we do the mind training, actually what we're going to do? When we do the mind training, we're going to take our ego off. Take our ego off. Take the greed off. Take the anger off. Take the ignorance off. Take all the incorrect information off of the mind. What the mind left? The mind left compassion. The mind left love and kindness. The mind only have calmness. That's in the mind training. So the quality when we do the mind training is only have compassion, love and kindness, egoless, and love and kindness, compassion, egoless, and wisdom. Left in when we do meditation, when we do the mind training, all the other negative, all the other sins, they cause our suffering will be eliminated, will be filtering, and will be go out of our minds slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly. Let me say again, what we have to take out of our minds slowly, ego, our greed, our anger, our ignorance. They are the things, always, they are the things, they damage our mind. They damage our emotion. They damage our heart. They damage our relationship. So the mind training process is we're going to take out all these deeds out of the mind. And what left? Left compassion, left love and kindness, left wisdom and egoless. These are the very good quality. It helps our mind and it also helps our body. Okay, that's the second noble things. That's we call mind training. Okay, the first one is right conduct. The second one is mind training. Now we go into the last one. The last one is wisdom. Last one is wisdom. When we have right conduct, when we have the right mind training, for sure we're going to have the wisdom. What's a wisdom? What's a wisdom mean? Wisdom means we see the reality of the things. We see the reality of the things appear into ourselves and appear around us. That's a wisdom. Why we need that? Why? We need that because, for example, I got the bell here. The use of the bells is to give us the beautiful sounds. It helps us to calm our mind. And it helps us in meditation. That's the use of the bell. Okay. So this bell is a black color. So somehow we got another color like red color or yellow color or another color. That's okay, because that bell also gives us the similar use. It gives us the beautiful sounds. So if our friends have the bell with yellow color or the bell with even pink color, I didn't see any pink color bell, but if somehow they have the green color, whatever, we don't have to put our greed into what we see. Oh, how beautiful! I love that bell. I don't like my bell. That's a great. The bell is very simple example. You can use your brain, you can use your mind to imagine so many other situations in your own life. Because of we do not see the reality, the real use of the things. So we always put our emotion, we always put out greedy, we always put out angry, we always put out emotion when we see the thing, when we hear the sound. The sound is just a sound. I love few moments every Sunday when we do meditation. You know, today is a very beautiful day because the temple is so quiet. But the other week, the temple not this quiet because so many people come to the temple on the other week. They bring a lot of sounds. But we're so joyful because we enjoy the sounds. We don't think that's the noise. The sounds and the noise is different. The sound is just the sound. We think the sound is the noise because our judgment think that sound is the noise. So I love all the moments we stay together, we spend time together, just few minutes. And we love it because the sound or the noise, we didn't see the noise, we just hear the sounds. We just hear the sound. And when someone says something to us, yes, was oh how beautiful sayings, I do appreciate. But if someone says something not nice, straight away we think, oh, it's not nice. Yes, it's not nice saying. We just stop there. We don't have to put too much emotion into that not nice saying. We don't have to put our ego into that because we think, oh, how dare he's saying it to me. How dare she's saying it to me. Because we put our ego into it, so that saying brings us a lot of angry, a lot of anger, a lot of painful, because we put our ego into that. So the wisdom means we see the real face of everything around us. So it's not disturb our emotion, it's not disturb our happiness, it's just can't disturb our calmness. What we really need, we need happiness, we need the calmness, we need the brightness. But if we not do the mind training, the situation can jump into our heart, and then they disturb our emotion, disturb our happiness. They can take away our calmness because we didn't see the real face of the things. So the three threefold I love to share with you today. That's they are the three noble things on the way we practice Dharma. They are, the first one is right conduct. The second one is mind training, and the third one is wisdom. Wisdom in tiếng Việt là giới định và huệ. Yeah. So in English I'd like to say it again, right conduct, mind training, and wisdom. Your work, go to Google and search more details in it. I just give you very simple, but it's enough for you to practice. It's more than enough for us to practice, because in my experience, it's so hard to practice it. It never happened overnight. It never happened overnight. It taken us a lot of time, a lot of diligence to practice it, but it was. It's worth to practice it because it gives us a lot of happiness, a lot of calmness, a lot of wisdom, a lot of confidence, and more important, before we go to sleep, we have nothing to be regret. We go to death, we have nothing to be regret because we take the right conduct. Okay, so I do appreciate the tripod today. So it gave us the Dharma topic we share, and I think it can wrap up our 6 months together for this year, and we should do all together appreciate Buddha Dharma, because I think nothing in this world can guide us how to live a happy life more clearer than Dharma. More clear. I don't say anywhere, I don't say anything can guide us a happy life more clearer, more simple, more practical like Dharma. Yeah, so Happy New Year everybody, and thank you so much for all your articles. And yeah, we do appreciation. We see you again next week. Yeah, okay, now everybody will do the dedication. Whatever merits I have accumulated through virtuous actions may become the cause for the enlightenment of all beings. May all beings be free from suffering, and may they achieve Buddhahood.